Welcome everyone.
Yes,
so yes,
So why is there 2 of you?
Can you repeat?
Why is there's 2 of you?
Yeah, so I'm recording with one of my phones and I'm presenting with the other one. So I'm multitasking right now because I want to start recording the full class so it's accessible. All right, so you should be able to see my phone on the screen, right? It shows like technical drawing something, right?
Okay.
Right. Do you see it? All right, so it should show you that there's an orange link called drawing cycloidal curves. All right, that's what we'll be going through today. Let me click on it. All right. Now, when you see me clicking on draw cycloidal curve, you're going to know. Wait one moment. All right, there we go. So, in previous class, what did we learn? Anyone remember? Parabola and hyperbola. Right. So in parabola and hyperbola, right, there's an application that, well, what if I want to predict a specific point on a circle? You trace it basically over time. So what a cycloid is basically, let's look at a cycloid. All right. A cycloid traces a point over time as a circle is rolling. And that's going to be a part of your SBA. Now, I know that you hate the word SBA, so that's why I really want to make sure this is recorded so that when you're doing your exam or your work, you can actually look back on the video and see what we did. All right? So, as I said, a cycloid is basically predicting where a specific point is after a certain amount of time. All right, can everyone see the video still?
Yes.
All right, so now that we understand what a cycloid is, let's look. All right. What's up, Corey? Welcome. We're just looking at a cycloid, and I quickly summarized it by saying that it's basically looking at where a point on a circle will be after a certain amount of time when it's rolling. Do you see the diagram?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. So let's move on now as to what is the use of a cycloid. Well, put simply, knowing where a point is at a certain amount of time is useful in designing gears for cars and so forth. Like, for example, yeah, so you're predicting where the gears will be after they're meshing together. So that's applicable in like trains, for example. So got a train. My bad. I'll get used to it because I'm just learning how to use it properly. But you'll see now the importance of cycloids because it helps you to predict where a point is after a certain amount of time. And that's important in a train because if you didn't, train would crash and everything and so forth. So that's why we need to know how to plot it. And you can see this diagram of the end result of a cycloid. So let's look at it closely. Let me see if I can zoom on it. Nope. Apparently I can't, and I'm going to destroy this if I mess with it any further. Okay, so let's look at the steps. So I want you guys to do it with me as well, because I'm gonna go in step by step. So it's very simple. So the first step you're gonna So the first thing you're gonna do on AutoCAD is just draw a circle for me, any diameter, but make sure it's a perfect number. Like for example, 50 millimeters in diameter or 60, a number like that. So when you draw that circle now, you're going to now extend a line from the base of the circle out to twice the diameter. So if the circle is 50 millimeters in diameter, extend the line now that is 100 millimeters from the circle. Everybody got that?
Hold on, I'm opening.
No, sir, I'm opening.
All right, great.
Give me 1 second.
No problem. We're gonna go step by step. All right? Okay. I'm so happy that I figured this out. You have no idea how many hours I took to plan this. Like, it's crazy. I'm just glad it works. Okay. So yeah, the first step is just to draw a circle and a line from its base, either left or right, but we're gonna use right. Right? The line should be the right of the circle, which is rotating clockwise. All right?
I sent you a push.
Yeah, I see it. Hopefully my phone don't crash. Let me see if I can accept it. Should be coming up. Okay. Should I?
Okay, so draw a circle.
All right, I approved it, Corey. It should be on it now. Okay, let's get back to it. Yeah, so just draw a circle, 50 millimeters. Let's say 50 millimeters. Okay. All right. Let me give you a moment. Okay. Now, when you draw the circle, the point at which the line touches the base of the circle, we're going to call point P. All right. And in other words, you could basically call it the tangential point. Because you should remember from scene 3 where if a line touches a shape and it doesn't go inside the shape at all, but it just passes along a circumference, that's the tangent. So in this case, we have a tangential point P. Now, when you finish that, just let me know. And
sir, hold on, sir.
All right.
Please.
All right.
I'm still trying to log in.
No problem. So let me just go over the steps while you guys are writing it. Let's go back up. Let's close this up. All right. Let's go back into
the diameter 50.
Yeah, diameters. Make the diameter 50 millimeters. Okay, and as I'm saying that the gears are used for cycloids, we never went into specifically why. The gears are used to transfer motion. So same as how, yeah?
I'm there now. So the first step is draw a circle of any diameter.
Yeah, but let's use 50 millimeters in this case.
Okay.
All right, let's close back that up. I have to be so careful. All right. Okay, so step 1, yes, draw a circle with a 50 millimeter diameter and extend a line horizontally to twice that diameter, so 100 millimeters. Okay. And the cool thing about this, if you guys finish this in this class, right, you finished a question in your SBA. That's the beautiful part about it. So as long as you stick with me for the next 35 minutes, right, we literally finish our 20 marks in your SBA. That's why I encourage you guys to just come to class, because I'm trying my best to just give you marks, basically. It's giving you marks. All right, let's go. So tell me when to finish. So for Delano and Josh, I'll just export the video and send it to them, and that'll be that. Okay, so let's move on to step 2 now. So let's close this back up slowly. Step 2. All right.
Sir, I drew
All right, you drew it?
the circle.
Right. Now you were supposed to draw the line from the base. Let's go back up. Show you how it looks. Right? The line from the base now will go 100 millimeters to the right. Okay.
Catch it up easily, so it's fine.
All right. Now let's go to step 2. Now this is the cool part that Autocad does for you. You realize that there's some blue lines coming up now. That's basically you dividing that 100 millimeter line into 12 parts. And Corey should remember the steps, but if not, let's go over the steps. You're going to type in the command divide, divide. So I'm going to ask you what's the object, right? Let me type it in the chat, right? You're going to click on the command divide. It's going to ask you what is the object. Select that 100 millimeter line. Select the 100 millimeter.
12 segments, sir, or 6?
Huh?
Is it 12? It says enter the number of segments.
Yeah, so select 12. 12. Okay, select division to be 12. Right? And then now, Corey, do you remember what we used to highlight the points? You remember? Where we,
to highlight?
Yeah, remember like because when we divided the line, it didn't show exactly where each division stopped. So do you remember the command that I gave you for highlighting each point?
No, sir. I think you went to... Never mind, I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right, so my bad. Swap that away. Okay, so the command you're going to do is that you're going to look for in the top right section, because I'm not sure exactly how your AutoCAD looks. In the top right section, you should basically see something that says plot, right? Or symbol. But if you don't see it, don't worry. If you don't see it, it isn't a case that you're going to be affected. We can look for it after. But as long as the line is divided by 12, that's important, right? The next step is that you're going to divide now the circle as well into 12.
I didn't hear what you said. Like it was breaking up.
Let me repeat it. Okay. So if
What command did you say to use?
all right, the command is. Let me go for the actual name. Right, one moment. Let me go for the actual name. One second. Okay. Divide line command, because the actual name changes each time Autocad updates. So let's see. Because for example, the last time I did it with Corey, it was a totally different command from how the 2018 version was. So let's see what the command is now. Highlighting each line after division. My bad. In Autocad. Okay. Right.
How do you divide it by 12 now, sir, again?
So yes, you type in the command divide.
And select 12.
Select 12.
So type in divide.
Yeah. Select 12.
Okay, I see divide. Oh, then select the line.
Right. Then select the line.
And then type 12.
Right.
I learned something new.
I think it's called Nodes Autocad. Because I don't know why they change it each time. Autocad nodes size. I think it's that. Ah, perfect. I found it. So you're going to type in now, after you divide the line in 12, you're going to type in point size for me. Or just point. Tell me what you see when you type in point. Or point style. Point style. That's the command. Point style. Yeah. So you're going to type in point style, and you should see a little box come up now telling you the relative size point. You see that?
I don't see point size. I only see point.
Yes. Select. Oh, okay. It's not that. Well, all right. So after, can someone share screen? Let me give you permission to share screen.
I'll do it, sir.
Yeah. Share screen for me.
Okay. One sec. It says you have to stop sharing your screen.
Ah, that's the scary part now. Okay. Let me stop my screen. Okay, there you go.
Can you see that?
It is loading up. Right. So you're gonna go for me now at groups. Do you see in the top right section groups? Right? Yes. Select it. Then you're gonna go now. Wait. View. View. My bad, it's view. View. Nope, it's not that as well. I think okay. So let's leave that section out because I don't know why they changed the command up there. But for now, you're gonna now select for me. Do you see an array section in the top left? So go to the top left. Yeah. What for? You have 2018 version. Okay. All right. So I'll have to figure out the command names for you, and I'll tell you further. But for now, we're gonna do for me is just to continue the drawing without the division, since we can't find the exact name. Okay. So let's continue.
Stop sharing my screen, sir.
Yes, I'm gonna share about my screen.
Okay.
So let's look out in the chat after class. I'll research the proper names and tell you what they are. Okay.